2 of the Brown Bag Socialite. I'm your host, Katie. Thank you for tuning in, and hopefully you have subscribed. Anyway, today's topic, we're going to go over free fitness. Now, about a year and a half ago, I walked into a store and I tried on a pair of size 12 pants, and they were too tight. I tried on 14 pants, they were too tight. I got to the 16 pants and they were too loose. But the fact that I was trying on a 16 really broke my heart. So I had to do something about it. But I was only working part-time. Health clubs were expensive, so here's a couple of tricks I did to kind of get started. I'm one of those people that kind of needs someone in my face yelling at me to be motivated. It's hard for me to really do it on my own. So here's how I started. First, I went on Groupon. I saved a little bit of money, and I found 12 personal training lessons on Groupon for $40. They were semi-private, so it was only 2 or 3 other people. Now, to be honest with you, the first one I went to was amazing for the most part, but it made me sick to my stomach. But it also reinforced how out of shape I was, but the minimal effort that I needed to get my heart rate up. So I took what I learned in just that one lesson, and I honestly never went back. But I got my money's worth out of it, like tenfold, because I learned a lot in that 45-minute session. So I started going home, I started working on my own, and then I realized that I needed to maybe go to the gym and work on some weights. I thought that would help me burn the fat faster. So I did. I have 3 gyms in my neighborhood, basically, and they all do usually a week's worth of free trials. So what I did for 3 weeks is I did a week membership at each gym. After 3 weeks of going pretty much 3 to 4 times a week, even just for half an hour, 45 minutes, I immediately started to feel better. I started to see some results, and I wanted to keep doing more. But I realized when I'm on the machines, I get very bored. So I started doing Zumba. So once my free trials were over, I found some Zumba classes in my area. Another free thing, usually when you go to your first Zumba class, usually it's a trial class, so the first one's free. I found 3 or 4 different ones I would go to over the course of a week, that because it was my free one, I was able to get in free and try it out. After that, it was $5 to $7 a lesson. But because I wasn't committed to going every week, I could go when I had the money or when I had the time to, without being locked into dues for a fitness club. And actually working out for a straight hour around other people really motivated me. Again, I started to see results fairly quickly. I started to see toning where there wasn't toning before. The fat was coming off. I immediately felt better. When I got home, I was pumped up. I wanted to do more. So those are some really great free tips. Once you get past your free trials, if you still don't have the money for the $5 to $7 fees per session, here's what you do. Go on YouTube. Search Zumba, search martial arts, search Pilates, search yoga, search whatever you want to do. Just search fitness. And you are going to find tons of free information, tons of free workout videos, tons of free Zumba routines. So what I ended up doing was taking a Zumba instructor that I really liked. She posted several routines. I put them in a YouTube playlist called Workout. So when I want to work out, I go to that playlist and it plays routine, routine, routine. No cost other than my home internet, and I know you all have internet because you're watching this. So if you have a tablet, laptop, cell phone, you can access this feature in your playlist. There is no excuse there. So I started doing those at home and saw results. And because I had someone to kind of follow, it was like watching a workout tape on your TV. But I was customizing it to what I wanted to do. If I wanted to work on abs that day, I could look up abs that day. If I wanted a early morning 15-minute at-home routine, I could find that. And it was all available free of charge. Now granted, because I told you I have the lack of motivation, I did have to do a gym membership for a couple of months until I lost the weight that I wanted to lose. And I milked that. I went as often as I could, as many times as a week as I could fit in. And within 6 months, I was at the weight I wanted to be at. I had toned up everything I wanted to tone. And yeah, granted, I am not in the best shape of my life right now. I haven't gone to a gym or a Zumba probably in 6 months. But I lost the initial weight that I wanted to do, and I've maintained the same weight that I lost a year ago. Have my eating habits changed? A little bit. In the beginning, I was pretty much eating celery sticks and peanut butter. Don't do that. Once you start to trick your stomach into eating too little, when you actually do sit down for a full meal, it made me sick to my stomach. Like, I could not eat an entire plate of food. It just wasn't happening. So I had to slowly just modify my portions. If I wanted to go out to eat, I went out to eat. But perhaps maybe I got a salad or maybe I just ate half of what was on my plate and saved the rest for the next day. I found ways around it to still eat the things that I liked. On the weekends, I will have a piece of red velvet cake. That's just gonna happen. So don't be discouraged if you don't have any money to join a fitness club. You don't need to. There are so many free services out there. I recommend YouTube. I recommend any apps that you may have for your phone. And I know you might not be able to afford rent, but I know you are affording your cell phone bills. So use that. There are some apps on there, Nike Fitness. Oh, there was another one that I used to use to count my calories. And when I was seeing how many calories I ate, oh, you damn straight I was watching those. When it got up to 1,200 calories, I'm like, okay, well now what can I eat for the remainder of the night? I started reading the backs of packages, and I went from 152 to I now weigh 125. I'm not a size 16 anymore. I'm happily an 8 to 10, but that's where I want to be. I'm okay with that. Would I like to lose a little bit more weight and tone up a little bit? Yes, and I do have to get myself back in the habit. I know I'm not trying to be a hypocrite to give you all this advice, but I just want you to know, find something you enjoy doing and that you can do for extended periods of time. The Zumba you only have to do maybe once or twice a week, because it is schedule yourself for a full hour of that. I know they say a half an hour of aerobic activity. Do an hour if you can. Go out walking. Take your dog for an extended walk. I felt like walking did not give me the best workout unless I really made it a little bit more of a workout. Like I would go down to the beach with the dog. I would purposely go up and down challenging hills. If I saw a set of stairs, I'd go up and down that set of stairs till I was out of breath. I tried to just make those little walks worth it, because otherwise just walking around didn't feel like it was doing a whole lot. And walking is completely free, but you have to sort of multitask. Like when I was walking, I was always doing like twists or lunges or doing something else in between that to give me a little bit harder workout. And honestly, that did help. It made it a little bit more challenging and made it more fun, because I wasn't just doing this monotonous walk. Also, a way to motivate yourself is music. Find something with a high beats per minute, throw it on your iPod, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a song that you purchase or an album that you purchase. Go to podcasts. Look up workout podcasts. You will get an hour of pre-programmed 180 beat per minute music. And if that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will. Because when I hear like pumping music, or even like I'm kind of like a heavier rock person, when I hear like a driving beat, it sort of makes me move to that beat. So that is what I recommend you guys looking into. Hopefully you guys will take some of this advice, pass it along by all means. All this information is free to you, so please do share it. Share my channel, subscribe to the channel. I will post maybe some links below to some of the YouTubers that I like for my workouts. You're welcome to check them out. And I will see you guys all soon. I have a couple of great things planned. The next one is probably going to be a wardrobe one, because, well, everybody does wardrobe and makeup one and all that. So I am planning one of those. Whether that's going to be the next one or not, I don't know, but stay tuned. I'm going to try to do one of these at least maybe every 2 weeks. I can't commit to every week. But a couple times a month I will try to update this and give you new tips. If you have any advice you want to recommend to my subscribers, by all means, please do. That way I can keep uploading content and keep you guys in the loop. Thank you so much. Hugs and kisses. I'll see you soon. Mwah.